Lee.
80s Rosanna Arquette, you're saying?
BTC box definitely pays for itself.
And then Nick's Kicks and Comics.
And a sandwich.
Sandwich.
The old sandwich. I like me some toast and water.
What was the first movie that you watched as a child? Well, not as a child, because that's gonna sound crazy.
Hey.
But like that you watched and you were like, "Hey, that girl is pretty," or something like that, or you were just like,
"Oh, so easy, so easy."
Mm.
Weird Science and Kelly LeBrock.
Kelly LeBrock. Was that 87, 86, 87?
No, I think it was earlier than that. Might have been 85, 84.
Oh, I should have said that you said, "Hey, that girl is pretty," or "That dude is pretty." I'm just trying to. We have to cover all bases here.
85.
85. Ren, do you remember? Mad
Right.
Heroes. Phoebe Cates, Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Oh, yeah, that's another good one. Another good one.
Sliding on in on this fine Friday night, right after the Phoebe Cates line.
No, 85 had a banger of a year with movies. Real Genius.
Oh, snap. I'm sorry about that, Joe.
Back to the Future.
Officially out of water, the main pipeline under his house, bro.
Sucks.
Oh, that sucks, Joe. There you go. When did your pants first tingle when watching a show or a movie? Yo, for me, it was watching Gremlins 2, the new batch, with the gremlin with the makeup on.
And the dress?
Yeah, dog.
Fuck yeah.
You saw that gremlin's lips?
Yeah.
Yo, and that was before Botox and all that shit. Those lips were legit.
Go to the intro.
With the eyelashes?
Go to the intro. And he talked. It was a he.
What?
That was a he.
It identified as a she.
Infamous Illuminati.
Izzy says Cameron Diaz in The Mask. Wow, drop dead gorgeous.
Yeah, easily 85. Easily the best year in movies.
Name the top 5 85 movies, and I'll disagree with you straight up. But there's one year that has. Go ahead. I'm going to disagree, but go ahead.
Back to the Future.
And overrated.
I never seen this one, but To Live and Die in L.A. This is the way IMDb ranks it. One of my personal all-time favorites, The Breakfast Club.
Pass.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I love The Breakfast Club.
The Goonies.
Yeah.
Goonies.
Witness with Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford. Oh, man. So this goes perfect. Let me just pause you. That was the first movie where I saw some breasticles in Witness. Yo, in 7th grade in Mr. Macauer's class, shout out to Mr. Macauer. Yo, we're watching Witness, and I guess he forgot, and he just left it on, and everybody was like, yo, and it was silence. And it was just like a whole thing with areolas on fleek and all that. And it was just like, this is a great English class. I was just like, shout out to Mr. Macauer. But Witness was a good movie.
Mask, Eric Stoltz.
Oh. Wasn't he also in Goonies? No, Eric Stoltz was in Back to the Future. I'm sorry.
Back to the Future. Fletch.
Originally, and then he got fired.
Another one of my personal favorites, Heaven Help Us.
Never. What is that?
That's
George Burns.
No, that's the one with
George Burns, your favorite actor.
The choir boys in Brooklyn. They went to a religious school.
Nah, I don't know. You look like you were a George Burns fan back in the day.
No. He lived like 90 something, didn't he?
I think he's still alive. He's
Commando?
Drina Crone.
Commando 85, Better Off Dead 85, Pale Rider, Teen Wolf.
Off of memory, I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm gonna go out on a limb, and Remy Q will probably corroborate this. I'm gonna say 1987 was a better year. 1987, you got Predator. This is just off the dome. You got Predator, RoboCop, and Lost Boys. Boom, just those three.
Bro, Rocky 4, Rambo 2, Vision Quest.
Trash. I don't even know what that is.
Just one of the guys? How about just one of the guys?
Oh, that was another one. Where she opened up her thing, and I was just like, I was at my godparents' house, and I was just like, yo, what the hell? Why are my pants getting...
The best response, though, is when the guy tries to explain it to the other people. When she comes in and kisses him, he's like, it's okay. He's got tits. And then everyone's like, what? And you expected her to show him again, and they didn't. Yeah, that was her explanation to like everything. Like, it's okay. You thought I was a dude for the last 4 weeks, but hey, let me show you this.
Yeah, George Burns was a child actor when I was growing up.
Silverado.
I've never said this to anyone, but
oh boy,
Sleepaway Camp. That main character was a dish.
Dish. Who says dish?
She had some great gams. I don't know.
Yeah, even I wasn't around for the start of people using dish.
Listen here, Nick. Listen here. See. Yo. Oh shit. Yeah, let me see.
I bet he was a doll.
Oh, man. She dolled me up. I was a dish for Halloween. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we got to say what's up. Well, first and foremost, welcome to In the Mix. This is episode. Wait a minute. I forgot to put the right thumbnail in. Oops. Pretend that's not a 17 right there. Pretend that's a 24. Pretend this is episode 163. Episode 163 of In the Mix. Mark is running late, and Tyler has the night off. First and foremost, we want to say what's up to the channel's sponsors, and they're the sponsors because I F with them. Spidey's Powder Tumblers, the greatest tumbler in the history of the world. Fuck Stanley. It's all about Spidey's Powder Tumblers. Yep. Get yourself a powder tumbler. I want to see if he still makes the powder coated tumbler. A matter of fact, I should hit him up because I to give one away. Also, shout out to Dustin, the comic book chiropractor, for your pressing, cleaning, CGC, and CBCS submission needs. Comic Shell, use code Link Squad for 10% off. But if you want to pay full price, be my guest. These guys do some great stuff. Shout out to SuperiorStand.com, the greatest stand in the history of the world. Also, big shout out to all the Link Squad, the channel members, which I greatly appreciate you guys. For this month, I let the channel members know. I think I actually put it up publicly. For the channel members for the Links box for January, we're not going to do it January. We're going to double up January and February so we could get more bread, and we want to give away a substantial slab or prize or something. I had people make suggestions in the post, and some people took that seriously. Other people were just like, how about a car?
So you're going to DP the box then, huh? Double prize the box?
Oh,
nice.
Yo, DPing the box is nasty work, dog. That is extreme nasty work. Oh God. Oh, Nick. Boo. Let's say what's up to everybody that's here today. Thank you for everybody that's joining on this Friday. On the
he didn't even hit the button. He just gave you a personal DJ boo.
Boo. Jesus Christ. Les Crucius in the building. What is going on? Matt, Heroes for Hire Comic Club. We said what's up. What's going on, Matt? Pops Attic in the building. What's up, Pops? Izzyverse NYC. Mrs. Links in the building. Steven C. What's going on, my guy? Good to see you as always. Casino Comics. My guy collecting with Durs. Very proud of my guy Durs. Not only has he been getting busy on the whatnot for some time, he unveiled his exclusive for MegaCon, Rups Comics. They're exclusive for MegaCon. I'm sorry, I'm going to say it. I saw it in process and stuff. He was sharing that with me, and I was super excited for him during that whole process. And he finally unveiled it on his whatnot. He unveiled it on the Legion's Lair this morning as well. Super proud of my guy right there, man. Super proud of him. Shout out to Joe Michaels with the pipes. Sorry, man. That sucks. Taylor Winder, my guy in the building. Brian Barrick. Esteban, what's up, Esteban? What's going on? Ghoulies was fire, dog. Even though he said Goonies, but Ghoulies was fire.
Esteban, did it snow where you're at, Esteban?
Austin LeMay in the building. Trash. Better Off Dead. Young Sherlock Holmes.
Better Off Dead was a great one.
Lee, what's up, dog? My guy Lee in the building. I miss Lee. Eli in the building. JSS Brooklyn hanging out. We were on Mighty Comics and Collectibles. He had a stream going on. I jumped on that. And JSS was in the chat. Silver Bullet. That's a great one.
Stephen
King, Silver Bullet. 1986 was a phenomenal year of movies too. Aliens.
Yeah.
Highlander. Top Gun. Blue Velvet. Labyrinth. Stand By Me. Big Trouble in Little China. What's the top 3 movies out of that list right there? Go, Remy Q.
Aliens, Big Trouble, and Top Gun.
Nick?
I would say first 3, right there in order.
Interesting. I would say Aliens, Labyrinth, and Maniac Cop. No, Aliens, Labyrinth, and Big Trouble in Little China. Not a fan of the original Top Gun, dog. Not a fan of the original Top Gun.
Hey, Pops, was the dirt bike kid with the kid from what's his name? Peter Billingsley? I don't remember.
Ruby G, Peter Billingsley. So I said this morning on the Legion's Lair. I learned yesterday because I'm a big fan of Shudder. All the Shudder shows, the Shudder streaming service.
Yeah,
it's amazing, dog. So you get AMC Plus, you pay for that, and then Shudder's free.
Oh, really?
And they have, so you're basically paying for 2 streaming services for the price of one. And Shudder has the greatest terrible movies in the history of the world.
I love a good terrible movie.
Bro, it's like there's a new movie that was it's not new, maybe it's a few years old, called Primeval, like similar to how the thing on Netflix, but it's like an old school like sword and sandals movie with the claymation monsters, but it's like modern day done in that style.
Sword and sandals.
Sword and sorcery.
I get what you're saying.
The Air Jesus.
I got you.
Yo, so it's like that. It's called Primeval on Shudder. They have a fantastic show called Horror's Greatest. So it has 2 seasons. So yeah, it's like Horror's Greatest, like animal attacks, Horror's Greatest monsters, Horror's Greatest film scores. And yo, it's really, really dope. So when I say Horror's Greatest animal attacks, what immediately comes to your mind? Because that's the one that it was just like, as far as movies go, this is like on a league of, it's the only movie in that category, animal attacks, that's in a league of its own. Like nobody's fucking with it. Everything else is just here.
In a horror movie or in a movie in general?
Horror movie. That's about like a monster, like a killer animal.
Jaws.
Bingo. You don't like Jaws? You said it like with disgust.
Who, me? Yeah. I'm afraid of the ocean guy. Yeah, I don't fuck with that at all.
You said it like Jaws? Ugh.
No, like anytime those movies come out, I watch them because it scares the shit out of me. Yeah.
No, because I'm saying you think about animal attacks. Like I automatically thought about Revenant. With the bear, no?
No.
Oh, I thought you meant Tom Hardy.
Not a horror movie.
Yeah, it's not a horror movie. So it's just horror movies. So it's like Jaws, like Cujo, like a cocaine bear, like Squirm.
Yeah.
Like
we're
the
talking
bird.
about real animal attack, not fucking Leonardo DiCaprio, Nick.
Sorry.
You know he really got beat up by the bear?
Wow.
Like the edge with Anthony Hopkins.
Yeah, that was Bart the bear. My friends died saving my life.
Bart the bear, dog.
Bart the bear. Yeah, but you know what? Fuck that. People aren't afraid of bears from watching that shit. Jaws scars every child. Like Jaws will make everybody think twice.
I hear that theme music when I'm in the pool. I hear that theme music.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That is epically classic to another degree.
I agree. Like when you get in the pool, you're either gonna play Marco Polo, Hide the Sausage, or Jaws.
Hey.
Yo, there's three things.
Hey, nobody said Uncle Tony was coming out this Saturday.
Hey, yo, get out of here, Uncle Tony. Always ruining my evening. Put some pants on.
Hey,
yo, what's up, TM Nerdy? The Prophecy. I don't remember The Prophecy.
That's the one with Christopher Walken.
Yo, oh yeah, The Prophecy with Christopher Walken. What else was on there? Cujo, which I found out it's supposed to be pronounced Cujo and not Cujo.
what?
Who says Cujo? So apparently in the book, Stephen King like wrote it in the book, and it was like it's Cujo from the Spanish island of blah, blah, blah.
So the J is silent. I know. Come on, get out of here, Django. We're not buying this bullshit. It's Cujo.
Yo, Cujo.
I'll correct the writer on this one.
Cujo. Mira, Cujo.
Cujo.
Poo-poo in the culo.
Yo, alligator, legit. Alligator kept me from getting a pool for a long time. Freaking alligator.
Arachnophobia. Check the toilet, motherfucker.
Yeah, that's some scary shit.
Yeah. Huh? No. You gotta lift the fuck.
You see that happen in real life too? Oof.
Damn, yo, Pops just put you in your place, dog. He said no, period. You see that? No. Right. He said no.
I'll accept that as Pops.
The Christopher Walken movie was just prophecy. Bitch. That's the way I heard it.
Pop knows that illegal chokehold, so I'll leave him alone.
Jesus Christ. Yo, Cujo was an asshole. I hated that dog. Yo, Cujo. That was a scary dog, but I don't know why he was had mustard coming out of his eyes and shit.
Hold on. Speaking of arachnophobia,
yo, what up now? The shallows
in the toilet the other day. Look at this thing. Look at this thing.
You better not be showing one of your logs, dog.
Look at how big that spider is.
Yo, come on, dog.
Look at how big that thing is.
Yo, get that shadow out of here, man.
Can you believe that shit? Look at how big. I took a picture of that. I was like, man, nobody's gonna believe how big that thing is.
Ain't nobody gonna sit there anyway. Ain't no seat on that thing.
Take that.
Remy got us, man. Remy got us. Jesus.
You were worried about this show being depressing.
Jesus Christ. Mutant Beaver. The prophecy was about Mutant Bear. I thought you said a Mutant Beaver. Mutant Beaver, that goes back to the dog in the Sandlot was scarier. And then they were talking about score. So immediately, when you talk about a movie score, what comes to mind?
2001 Space Odyssey.
Good one. Superman.
A whole movie is a score and a famous. Man, that's what made that was more famous than the movie itself.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Yes.
The Remy intro. Hell yeah.
What up, dog? When you think about horror scores or movie scores, what score comes to mind?
Jaws.
Jaws, 2001 Jaws. Nick?
Friday the 13th. Halloween.
I'm going to say 70s porn with the...
John Holmes, baby.
No, damn, it was a John Williams one. John Williams is like the GOAT.
Yo, he did Jaws. Yeah.
Jaws, Superman, Star Wars.
Indiana Jones.
And yeah, all that stuff. The Exorcist is mad good too.
Yes.
And The Omen with the oh damn it, that won the Oscar that year.
I hope that shows up on a clip.
Go fuck yourself. Next kicks and comics. Go fuck yourself. The Godfather score.
Yeah.
I don't remember the Godfather score. How was Moana 2?
It was all right. Pretty good.
Yeah.
You can definitely wasn't as good as the first one. I don't know. The first one feels epic. This one didn't have that epicness, but it was fun.
You can't say that to Monkey. Yo, Nightmare on Elm Street. Yeah, alongside the Chucky movies and the Scream movies. I've never been a Scream fan, like of the franchise.
No, neither was I. I felt like they were more thrillers than horror movies. I mean, even though they were about horror movies, to me that was more of a thriller. That's like a whodunit movie. It's like, eh.
Are you a fan of the Scream movies, Nick?
The first one, yeah, when it came out, I can't even say that I've watched it more than once.
Yo, you know what we should do? We should do a horror movie draft. You want to just do that shit on the fly?
But wait, there's more.
Oh shit! Do I even have this stupid thing?
We did the horror movie thing, didn't we?
We did.
I think we did.
Oh, we did. All right. I apologize. I like. What do you think about Scream, Mark?
I love it. I love Kevin Williamson movies. That time era was great.
Who else? Kevin Williamson.
He's the guy who wrote it. He's the guy responsible for it. Wes Craven directed it, but it isn't like one of Wes Craven's OG style films. Kevin Williamson was the mastermind behind Scream and Cursed and a bunch of stuff that came out in that era.
I didn't know that.
And you can tell when he bounced from the franchise. I bet y'all can guess which one.
I've only seen part 1.
Oh man, part 2 is amazing. Part 1 is iconic, but part 2 is so good. Timothy Oliphant, and she's off in college and stuff. It's really cool.
Part 2 is the one with Will Smith's husband,
Jada. Yeah, in the opening scene.
Yeah, in the movies.
Yeah.
Out your mouth.
Esteban says, "I really don't care about."
A lot of people suffer from baldness. Will Smith's husband.
Esteban says, "I really don't care about Scream. I prefer Moan."
Damn, homie, I heard you just got deported.
Yeah, the third one was.
Yo, Nick, come on.
The third one missed the mark a lot, but the fourth one, after that time off, and they came back to that fourth one was good. I haven't watched any of the new ones since they kind of revisited the franchise.
Tales from the Dark Side, the show music. Yes, Joe Michaels. Did you guys used to watch Tales from the Dark Side?
Mm-mm.
No?
Is that the one that used to invert the screen? The colors?
I think so. When it was like, I don't know if I'm just inventing this right now, but I feel like it was a camera angle going through like the forest or something, like a POV shot. I might be wrong, but that, because for me, like the greatest TV show of all time is the Twilight Zone to me, because it influenced so much stuff. And Tales from the Dark Side was just an updated, more horror version of Twilight Zone, similar to how Creepshow is the same shit.
Tales from the Crypt.
I prefer Tales from the Dark Side.
Yeah, Tales from the Dark Side is a whole bunch of nature scenes.
Yes.
Covered bridge.
Comic Journey says, was 7 horror or thriller?
Thriller.
That's definitely a thriller.
That's the greatest thriller of all time.
Yeah.
Fight me on it. I dare you, Mark. Look at me. I worked in a video store for mad years. Ooh, fight me.
I wouldn't fight you on that one.
Damn it. What would you fight me on? Did you show Mark the picture of the spider?
No. Yeah. We were talking about arachnophobia.
John Goodman?
Yeah. Hold on.
No, just in general, arachnophobia.
You know that scene where they have the spider in the toilet? I took a picture of this spider in the toilet earlier. Look at how big that thing is. Look at it.
Take that.
It's huge. I was like, nobody will believe me. I got to take a picture of this thing because they won't believe how big that thing is.
Why is that thing standing up though? That's what I want to know.
It's crazy.
He had an arachno fetish.
That poor spider's gonna die.
Grab me the hose.
Jesus Christ. You killing ants with a sledgehammer, dog? Kenny Bird, what's up, man? I'm still praying for everybody being cold with East Coast and everyone else. Thank you, Kenny Bird. Appreciate you. Is it cold by you guys? You guys got snow and stuff?
Yeah, it's been cold.
There's not much left on the ground, but
no.
It was around for a couple of days. It was fun.
Yeah. What about in North Kakalaka?
Yeah, it's been cold. It's been cold.
And in
Just
Texas,
making sure I don't get a sore throat and
Yeah. It's like in the morning, my mouth stones really act up because it's like 30, but like in the afternoon, it's like 60. So
gotcha. Over here today it was 25. It was 25, but it felt like negative 18,000.
that's cold.
I was cold. I walked to the post office and I was just like, "Ay, muy frío," and then I was just like, "Oh, I can't speak Spanish in public anymore."
Wait, you walked to the post office?
Yeah, I walked. I took an Uber 3 blocks to the post office. No, I walked to the post office. That's my like. I walk on the treadmill like right before I went on the stream earlier with Mighty Comics and Collectibles and Izzy. Like I was on the treadmill. I got off the treadmill and then I was just like, "Oh, let me." That's what I do now. I'm just like here and then get on the treadmill. But can we get into some serious topics? Because I feel we're just lollygagging.
Like the secondary market value of John Jang BTC exclusives.
Oh, I just listed some stuff. Like, that's what they're going for.
Those are sold prices.
256, 199. I listed mine before I even knew about any of this stuff. 86, 65. Oh, this is from BTC's IG. Oh, wait a minute. Whoa, put that back up.
Yeah, you got yours on there. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, snap. See?
Right there in the middle.
But I'm not greedy. I put mine for way lower than everybody. I was like, you know what? I'll be happy with $65 on this.
You're a man of means. That pays for your trip to the post office.
Did you put your Doom up there yet?
Yeah, my Doom is up. I put it up for auction. So I started it at $39.99.
I wonder what it's sitting at.
So right now it's sitting at $67 with 13 watchers and it ends on Sunday. So I'm assuming it's gonna go for. It has to go for like 150. I'm hoping it goes for like 250 because that's the FMV on that Doom right now. Because then that'll pay for like the slab that I bought that it's in the mail right now. So I'm like, oh man. So it pays to be a big time collectibles member.
And then listen. If you guys aren't subscribed, there's not many slots left open.
Yeah, I just got the notification tonight that the next one's on the way.
Yeah, the
Ahsoka that went for $100.
Which one is the Ahsoka?
The yellow one from a couple boxes back.
Yeah.
And then the surfers are rocking at about 100 or so. Give or take. The Air variants.
Yeah, the next box isn't ready yet.
Eli says, "Are you guys going to talk about the comic capsule hiccup?" The comic capsule hiccup, if I remember correctly, was their product. You know how you got the comic capsules, the fancy top loaders or whatever?
I've heard of them.
Yeah, so if you put it in the comic capsule out of bag, if you raw dog it, so the ink bleeds onto the plastic, which is kind of normal. That does that with top loaders or whatever.
Yeah, it's just the they said this back plastic on them is softer plastic so they can bend open and close. And there was like it was hazing out and drawing ink out of it or something. They said they're sending out free bags and boards to anybody that has any that they don't have bags and boards, keeping bags and boards, and they got their whole team on it figuring it out.
Yeah, that's called customer service. And the thing that I found weird is people raw dogging books and comic capsules. That's raw dog?
Yeah, this one came to me from the CBC Awards. It was included in there. Yeah, it's in their raw dog. But it's not bleeding. I guess we can run an experiment. We'll see how long it takes it to do it.
Put it on your porch.
Like the mailman does.
Yeah. Color transfer onto the back of the case. I don't know. You guys are big fans of comic capsules, right? Right, Nick? You have a whole bunch.
I have and never will have one.
Remy has a whole bunch.
I don't. I'd like to get some, but I don't have any.
They sent me some to do the review, and then I kind of gave them away. Then I won some on your channel, and then from the CBC Awards. They're pretty cool. I attempted to use them one time at Heroes to take a book to put in there just that I wanted to get signed and forgot to get it signed.
What is the Juicy Jason one? Is that a comic capsule?
No, my dude, that's a
Skins.
skin. I love those things. I put my name on those. I swear by those.
Your name is on them.
Literally.
So I had a comic capsule and I was getting a book signed, but I was raw dogging my book. And when I took the book out, I fumbled like opening it, and then I dented the corners of the book onto the little hook things.
Damn.
I find it very funny that you have 10 fingers and yet you still fumbled something.
I don't fumble this, dog. This is how when we get like spacecrafts, you know how there's like some spacecrafts that you have to put, or in the movie you have to put your hands in like this like organic material to kind of steer the ship or whatever. So if I were to create spaceships, you're gonna have to drive them like that, like shockers right in the thing.
I'm thinking of remember in Total Recall where they activated the Mars thing and they had to reach up and hit the
with a weird hand.
Yeah, with the weird hand. Yeah. Yeah, Nick, you wouldn't be able to activate it. That's what I'm saying.
Shit.
Mars would have gone. Yeah, they just would have died.
Mars would never get its atmosphere back if it was up to
Mars.
Yeah, but if I was on Mars, I'd be by myself, and I wouldn't have to subject myself to this fucking torture.
You're putting flags everywhere.
He would have. He removed his fake finger, and they'd be like, "He's a mutant."
Nick will be rolling around
with, "Hey, man, I'm one of you."
I'll be up there making potatoes with my man.
You're the driver. You're the taxi driver from Total Recall with the fucked up arm.
Oh shit! Nick's fingers is Quato. You should draw like like a happy face on the edge.
Open your finger. Open your finger.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about, speaking of space and Mars and all that stuff, that trailer that I sent you guys. So I sent the trailer in the chat. I think the name of it was called The Age of Disclosure. Oh. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to talk some alien stuff.
Hold on. Age of Disclosure.
It's called The Age of Disclosure. I put it in the chat yesterday. So what it is just like, you know, like one of those alien things or whatever, how they're doing in the government. What's his name? Like Grush and blah, blah. So in this one, it's a well-made documentary that was done in secret, but there's a bunch of government officials in it. And like Mark Rubio's in it, a bunch of senators, a bunch of congressmen, and like known people. It's not just, you know, that fucking guy from, I don't know, the 18,000 representative from Texas. Like nobody gives a shit about that.
Not just Jeremy Corbyn this time.
It's not just Jeremy Corbell and George Knapp, 100%. So it's a whole bunch of people. And one dude that's in it, I forgot his name. Like, you know how it's the trailer and then it says the movie and then the stinger at the end. He was just like, I've seen with my own eyes non-human craft and non-human entities. Dun, dun, dun. Damn, I can't believe you guys didn't see it. I hate your guts now.
I watched it.
What do you think about it? Did it tickle your pickle?
Yeah, I watched it too. Oh, hold on, Angel. I'll be there in just a second.
No, you don't have to leave for me.
I don't know. It seems like a weird way to declassify.
What do you think is the purpose of all these, like, declassification conversations and movies and all this stuff happening? Like, you think this is just like...
I agree with what you're insinuating. They're buttering the bread, that they're warming people up.
Yeah. You think...
I agree with the concept they have on there that...
Quato!
The whole, like, race against nations kind of things. That seems very plausible.
You think they're trying to take away from what's going on with the fires?
What happened with the fires in LA?
They're distracting you from...
Yeah, Austin says sounds like psyop nonsense. Mrs. Links the other day tells me we're sitting down at the table eating dinner. Well, she was eating dinner. I just finished eating my bowl of oatmeal because that's what I ate for dinner that day. Anyway, so she was just like, what, how do you think the world would react if like legit, like aliens came down and was just like, yo, what up? We here. Like, what do you think would happen?
What do you think would happen?
What do you think would happen?
I think that half of the world would say this is cool, and half the world would say this is crazy. And who says what? It depends on who says the other one first. So if so certain people say, "Yo, this is cool," the other half automatically have to take the other side and argue with them about it.
100%. They're already here. People are worried about TikTok spying on us when the government is flying drones around our bedroom windows.
People worry about TikTok when you got China buying up actual farmland in our country.
Aliens would run away after seeing Remy Spider. No, I just wanted to keep it aliens, dog. Keep it aliens. So, who just said that about the drones? TW.
Yo,
so I was reading today. I saw on a 4chan thing. So it was a long ass video. Went down that rabbit hole, and it was just like those are. And again, we're just saying this for entertainment purposes. I don't believe none of this shit. But those drones are supposed to be like some sort of technology that's mimicking drones. They're not really drones. They're like orbs, but then they take the shape of drones or whatever. But they could be anything.
Did you see the shit that aired on the actual news when people were like in daytime, the close up of that orb thing from like 2 weeks ago? Like,
yeah,
that wasn't on someone's that wasn't like a cell phone thing that someone turned in a video. That was actual news reporters on the ground doing a story, and like, holy fuck. And it was like live on the news.
What gets me is they can shut down TikTok but not get rid of child porn.
Yeah.
So it's more plausible that it's a shape-shifting orb instead of just a drone.
I'm just saying what I'm reading and just saying
plausible or not, just pointing out things that are being mentioned.
Ren, what do you think about this? You think
I think that if you go to Temu, you can pick up a drone for free right now.
And they'll send you money with the drone.
Free drone. If you ever wanted to get into that. Doesn't interest me at all. There were other items I wanted to get into, but
So what do you think, Rem? If let's say if aliens were to come down, like I just asked Mark, aliens were to come down and be like, "Yo, we here. What's up? Welcome to the Galactic Federation." Blah blah. How would the world react?
Oh, I don't know, man. I remember in my. Never mind.
No,
I retract.
Have any of you ever seen like an something that you can't identify, or you like a UFO or something like that? I'm not gonna say aliens, but something that you've ever experienced that you're like, I don't understand what that is.
Yeah.
Mark says no. Nick says no. Remy, you got to tell us, dog. I'm all ears.
Yeah. Do you want it? Are we talking alien or ghost? Because I've seen both.
A ghost.
Let's start with alien.
Take your pick, dog.
So alien wise, Angel and I actually, it was on our honeymoon. We were in Vegas and saw lights in the sky as we were driving back from the Grand Canyon.
Congrats, boy. The Grand Canyon.
Yeah. 3 lights in the sky. It was weird. We were like instantly. I was like, "What is that?" Like it was just like you see in the stupid videos. I was like, "What is that?" We're like, "I don't know what that is." It definitely wasn't planes. Like we were like, driving through, and then they disappeared, and that was it.
Wow, Gary B just said you're gonna fuck an alien.
Yeah.
And then they disappeared, and that was it.
Yeah, just lights for that.
I had an experience. This was a real experience. And Mrs. Lynx could corroborate this. I'm not bullshitting, and I'm not saying this for jokes. We were in the living room, and out the window, it was just like an orange ball that was just there. So it was just like you could tell it was far. So like maybe like a mile away, and it was just there. And we there, and I'm like, "Yo, that's joking around." We're like, "Yo, that's an alien thing," blah blah. And then for some reason, it just like literally it went up slowly, and then that shit just said, and it shot up in the sky. So this was about 10 years ago.
Have you heard of midway creatures?
Who?
Midway creatures. Have you ever looked up that terminology?
That's an offensive term, dog. What's a midway creature? Please explain. Huh?
What you described.
But what is it?
Just what you described.
Oh, now I gotta Google something.
I'm just putting a name on what you described. That like you hear other people tell kind of similar stories to what you just told. That's like
I've never even heard of it
and stuff like that.
It says angels, the midway creatures. Anyway, that was my story. What's up, Rich? So, what's your ghost story, Rem Dog?
I got a couple ghost stories.
A couple.
Yeah, I got a couple ghost stories.
I'm gonna make you big for this ghost.
No, that's a separate. Yeah, no.
All right, let's make you small. Just give us one ghost story.
No, there's no ghost story to tell. It's just why would Nick cut the lights off? Like, isn't the thing? Are we all gonna cut the lights off now?
I guess we are.
That's the equivalent of putting the flashlight in front of him.
Setting the ambiance.
All right, let's do this.
Hold on, wait a minute. I need to shut my lights off too. Then.
There's no ghost story. I don't have any ghost stories.
We're all waiting on the ghost story now.
Yeah, I don't have any ghost stories.
Remy, you have to tell us a ghost story now, dog.
No.
We're all in the dark, dog. No. I'm yellow. I look like a Simpson.
No. Jaundice.
Oh shit!
No ghost story.
Oh, my liver.
Yeah.
Maybe
next Halloween. Maybe next Halloween we'll dress up and we'll tell ghost stories.
You know what? Just for you, Remy.
Boo.
What happened in comic books? Anything interesting? Diamond went out of business.
Say, Mark.
Was that happened since last week?
Yeah, you know what's funny? We never even talked about freaking Creature Commandos and how it ended.
Oh, we did.
We did?
We did.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, we did.
Let's get out of here then.
That's it.
Diamond chapter 11. Yeah, I could have sworn that was more than a week ago, I guess. It seems like.
I feel like it's like because everybody covers that stuff, and it's just like who gives a shit? Like as long as I get my books, you think that's gonna hurt? So like, how does that hurt? Like Paul, for example, at Augusta Book Exchange. Yeah, with the Lawrence.
It doesn't necessarily. Some of the bigger, really the only bigger takeaways from it is where the small print publisher is going to move to, who's going to take them on, that kind of thing. Like, and like Boom and Dynamite, they'll be fine. They'll be able to switch over to Penguin Random House or something like that. It won't be a big deal. But like the small guys, like the itty bitty publishers, like the shit that you don't even know about, kind of thing that's out on the shelves every week. You look right
like Boom Distillery.
No, those aren't. I wouldn't even consider those small. They'll be fine. Look at the names.
Like the black and white comics. There's only like 4 of them in the shop.
Yeah, stuff like that. Anarchic Press and stuff.
What What does it mean, big picture wise? Like,
big picture wise, it doesn't mean a whole hill of beans at all. Like Marvel's been exclusive with Penguin Random House for a while now. DC went to Lunar a while ago. Image went to Lunar a while ago. So if anyone was buying their books from Diamond, you're buying your books from Diamond, who bought them from Penguin, who bought them from Marvel, instead of going straight Marvel Diamond shop. There's been an extra layer in there, so
middleman.
It's kind of unnecessary.
Middleman, it's the office, yeah.
The bigger thing is stuff, in my opinion, is stuff like Free Comic Book Day. That's held by Diamond. That's held by that company that would put that on, kind of thing. Like DC is
they went under.
DC is like gotten on board and kept doing it despite not being officially with the event. If you went to the Free Comic Book Day website, you wouldn't see DC stuff listed there, but they still participated. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with that. I honestly think, putting on my tinfoil hat, I think this was all completely planned out by Penguin Random House at the very beginning of taking on Marvel, because they allowed Diamond to run up $9.2 million in debt before it got to this point. Like who does that? So ultimately, when this all gets ran through the courts and stuff, I can picture Penguin Random House absorbing Diamond.
Oh, 100%.
And that means they'll get their distribution, they'll get their warehouses, they'll get their employees, their logistics system, because Diamond still has like a far superior logistics system for comic shops. They've been doing it for decades.
This sucks. TM Nerdy says Biggie was saying that his shop may stop doing New Comic Book Day. That's terrible.
Well, that's just lazy on his shop's part. That's absolutely crazy.
Comic Journey.
Biggie Shop already doesn't do DC and hasn't done DC for years and years.
They don't do DC?
That's what I'm saying. He doesn't have like your average comic shop kind of thing.
Oh, gotcha. It will force all the small publishers to go to another distributor, this time for some to start a new distribution company to cover. Yo, you guys want to chip in and start a distribution company?
No, because that's going to harm the little guys if they attempt to go start their own distribution center. Because one of the things that incentivizes the stores to order those books that nobody hardly ever buys unless you're friends with the creators is the fact that they're already ordering a ton of books for Marvel and Image and shit like that. So you can tack on some other stuff for a lot less cost. If you're starting to order just let me get 10 copies of that and pay almost full price for the book and full price for shipping and all that, it's doesn't really incentivize getting those books out there.
So you're saying there's a chance?
No, the little guys need to do their best to tack their shit on to the bigger guys and go where they're going. That's the best bet they got.
Terrible investment, DJ.
Yeah, I would only get involved with distribution if it's New York, Chicago, LA. We're gonna set on mark.
Exactly, Gary, 100%. Whoever's selling comics, the shops are buying, and Marvel and DC and Image, they're in the business of selling comics. And Dynamite put out their notice this week that we're moving to Penguin Random House. We were planning; they had already had stuff in the works to do it this summer, and they just moved their timetable up to immediately.
So it really affected, and it's funny because I think my shop, Royal Collectibles, like I think they think that I stopped going over there because of they've had a lot of issues with their books arriving on time, but I just stopped going because I didn't have access to my car because it was being blocked by a fucking dumpster in front of my house. So then I go to Midtown Comics now. But every week I'm getting an email from them saying, hey, we don't have our books, or the books from the 15th are now going to be in on the 29th.
They're still riding with Diamond. That's why.
Yeah, it's crazy. So, I mean, had this thing not happened that is just happenstance that I have to go to Midtown Comics, I probably would have still ended up going to Midtown Comics.
See, and ABX kept a significant amount of books with Diamond as well, because there's certain stuff that's exclusive through Diamond, like those indie books and stuff. So you
Pony Press.
Yeah, keep a certain percentage of your order with Diamond so that you get like discounted rates for shipping and stuff like that, just to try to get the biggest bang for your buck. But now everything switched over except the stuff that can't switch over yet. And again, to those people, do something. Don't expect, you can't expect these comic shops to chase these people down. It's on these companies to go do what they're supposed to do and call Penguin Random House, get on their whatever.
It's just weird to me that you can't buy just from DC, Marvel, or Image.
They don't let you.
That's crazy though.
Not really, because of the size of it. A lot of places are like that. I'm surprised that like you can buy directly from McFarlane Toy Store, for example, because he has exclusives that he does with all kinds of different stores where you can only get certain figures from certain stores. But he also has retailers. If you opt in as like a licensed retailer for his stuff, you have to hit like sales quotas. You have to order amount quotas and stuff. But he's still selling stuff from his shop, from himself. People can go to his name and buy it, and you're telling me I have to hit these quotas? That's crazy. If you're wanting people to sell your books for you, you got to let them sell your books for you, and you got to back off and not step on their dick. They're your sellers. Like, you're asking them to work for you. Don't step on their dick. And if you got the brand name attached to you, people are searching that brand name first and foremost. Like, a lot of people go straight to the source. That's cutting the ankles out from under your sellers.
Unless you like getting your dick stepped on.
That spider almost stepped on that dick.
That spider almost got trampled.
Yeah.
Imagine you're that spider. You're like, yo.
Yeah, but I always thought that was crazy. Like, because I buy straight from McFarlane, and there's a lot of toy distributors out there.
Yeah, 100%. But that's the same thing with like Hot Toys. Like, I wish I could just buy straight from Hot Toys. You can't. You have to go in the States through Sideshow. Sideshow is the only Hot Toys distributor. That's why when I was getting my Hot Toys, I would order them straight from China, because I would get them like 4 months.
Was there a price difference? I know there's a shipping difference, but price-wise, was there a big difference?
Price-wise, it's the same exact thing. It might be maybe $10 more expensive. or $20 at the max more expensive than it will be here, but you're getting it 4 months, like 3 to 4 months before everybody else. So in making a YouTube video, you're going to be one of the first videos if you get it directly from China, like Toys Wonderland or one of those other whatchamacallits, one of those other shops. I just hate when like if these comic book shops don't get on the money and they just think that the problem is going to solve itself instead of like actively trying to resolve the issue. And because you want to make your customer base happy because they're the ones spending the money and keeping your doors open, and it's not an insanely lucrative business as it is to begin with.
Yeah, I told you about this before. Paul had already obviously he already got DC through Lunar, but as soon as Image switched over to Lunar, he ordered one title or one copy of each title from Lunar and let the rest of the order come in on Diamond, and just to see what happened, just to guarantee like there was always like a copy as well. And so he was trying to find that balance and the quantity, you know, to see where you get your biggest bang for your buck. And now it's just all going to Penguin.
Yeah, the Penguin. So Penguin was big in 2024, and now they're off to a bang in 2025. But I meant the DC Penguin.
Big shout out to Penguins.
Yo, Penguins rule, bro. Ever since Happy Feet, shit hasn't been the same.
March of the Penguins, even.
Yo, Happy Feet
Penguins immediately.
Yo, I found out the other day. Happy Feet was directed by George Miller. For fucking Mad Max. Did you guys see the do you care about like Oscar nominations and stuff?
I looked at them this morning. It wasn't too crazy this year.
Yeah, I only like when people get slapped at the Oscars.
Wow. You make fun of people's husbands.
I think Dune could have been on a lot more of those categories, and I was happy to see Nosferatu on a lot of them for the technical stuff.
It was a horror, so Nosferatu was in a lot of categories. The Substance was in a lot of categories, which I was happy about that. That's Remy Q's favorite movie. Remy Q, you dug The Substance.
I did. I did. It wasn't how I expected my Thanksgiving to go. That's all. That was not how I expected Thanksgiving to start off. I mean, I'm glad I watched it early morning while everyone else was asleep. I could enjoy it by myself, but still, that was an interesting holiday for sure.
Yeah, I think I read something where Quali is going to be boycotting them or not going or something like that.
Margot Qualley? Why?
Margaret Qualley?
Margaret? Why?
I don't remember.
Who?
The
girl from The Substance.
The young chick from The Substance. Why would she be boycotting the Oscars?
All right, I'll find it.
Yeah, come on, Nick. You can't just say it and then be like, I'm out.
Yeah, go ahead, Nick. Let's hear some racist stuff. Come on.
No, let's not. Jesus Christ. Yo, commercial. Go to commercial.
Now go home and get your fucking shine box.
Oh, wrong commercial. Jesus Christ, I just...
Let me understand this, because maybe it's me, I'm a little fucked up, maybe. But I'm funny how? I mean, funny like I'm a clown, I amuse you. I make you laugh. I'm here to fucking amuse you. What do you mean funny? Funny how? How am I funny?
She posted on X that she was not happy for being snubbed at the Oscars.
All right. Let me just pause right there. I don't understand the snub. Like legit, I don't understand the snub. There's 1,000 people. There's a million movies that dropped this year, and only 5 people could get nominated in a category. You weren't one of the 5. That's not a snub. Like I legit don't understand the snub. Do you guys think that she should have been nominated for Best Supporting or Best whatever? If Demi Moore was?
No.
Remy says no. But Remy also loved May December.
I haven't seen, aside from Dune 2, I haven't seen any of the other movies that are up for it.
I just don't understand the snub.
I mean, I didn't watch The Substance and be like, man, this chick's amazing. I hope she wins an award.
Yeah.
Sorry you didn't win an award, loser. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Welcome to the fucking group. God.
Exactly. She's gonna walk away with a Sprite.
Yeah.
A $2 coupon.
Yeah.
Mike says that's 50% of the movie was her. Nah, dog. I don't know. I don't. Margaret Qualley, Joe, the younger version of Demi Moore in The Substance.
Oh yeah, we don't even know Demi Moore. Yes.
Demi.
Oh, by saying the younger version, I just blew up the whole movie, right?
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
But that's the whole movie.
That doesn't reveal anything from
it doesn't prepare you for the end.
That doesn't. Yeah. Just,
oh, and she turns into this
giant movie description gives you more than that. It's just.
I don't believe in snubs, man. Like, and for her to do that, I'm boycotting because I was snubbed. Like somebody said, oh, Gary B said it. She sounds arrogant.
Yeah,
like, that's not cool. Like to be like, I deserve this award.
Yeah.
She sounded like me, circa the CBCA's 2024 about the editing award. That was not cool.
Remember when everybody was making us think about DiCaprio not getting an award? Ever?
He got snubbed.
But that's what I'm saying. Yeah, look at Leo, and then you got young Demi Moore chick from fuck you. You know what I mean? Like, golly. Leonardo DiCaprio versus you? Get out of here.
Wasn't he nominated also for The Revenant? A movie I brought
he
up.
won for The Revenant.
He won for that.
That was like when they finally acknowledged, like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Something to piss those people off, my dude.
What was he for Shutter Island before that?
Shutter Island
was before that.
But he didn't. The Bear should have won.
It was like an ongoing thing where they were like, he will not win this award.
Because of Titanic. He was the only person not nominated for Titanic.
Yeah, after all these bangers.
You could have given him one for Wolf of Wall Street. You could have given him one for probably for The Great Gatsby. Well, that movie is a technical, but they wasn't big on the performance. The Departed, Django.
Yeah, but, you have those, and then you have young Demi Moore, anonymous actress playing an 80s workout thing. Watch me shake my ass. I should have won an award.
Then you got Leo playing J. Edgar Hoover. You got him in Gangs of New York. Like this.
Yeah.
This guy should have won so many.
Yeah.
No, he didn't deserve it for Gangs of New York.
Leonardo DiCaprio should date her until she's 24 and dump her ass and call her a loser then.
Everyone who was in Gangs of New York deserved an award.
I think Leo was the weakest thing in Gangs of New York.
Anyone standing next to Daniel Day-Lewis is the weakest, no matter how good you are.
This is true.
There you go.
But
so
that's just by default of the part alone. I mean, it's amazing.
I think Cameron Diaz's knees in that movie were the weakest.
Yeah.
You know what? I hope you get reincarnated as a spider on a toilet.
I do too. There's a lot of shade.
He's like,
did I show you that
right in the shade?
I'll tell you, this thing was huge. I took a picture of it. It was monstrous.
You don't have to worry about anybody throwing you something that you can survive on.
All right, so we said Leo. Who was another giant snub that you couldn't believe they were not nominated for something?
Angela Bassett for Wakanda Forgettable.
I like it. Talk shit. I deserve that award. Fuck y'all. Yo, straight up, dog.
Pretty much anything Denzel was in up until Training Day.
Man, Denzel didn't get an award for a bunch of stuff.
He should have definitely got for Philadelphia as the lawyer. You were serious with Angela Bassett in Wakanda Forgettable?
No, I remember everyone crying about that shit.
I was about to say, come on, Mark. I just lost respect for you, dog.
Get out of here. That Wakanda Forgettable was good. It was trash.
She was good in the movie, but she did not deserve an Oscar nomination. Like, how do you drown in a tower?
You drown in a skyscraper. Fuck out of here.
That doesn't make any sense. How do you drown in a building? Like, in one of the most technically advanced places on Earth. Like, they don't have what do you call that? Pipes to drain the thing? Like,
they broke the glass. They broke the glass to even put the water in there.
Oh man, that movie sucked. I don't know, that movie sucked. But I'm one of the few people when it comes to even the first Black Panther.
I love the first one. It was awesome.
First one was awesome. First one was amazing. Chadwick Boseman is the weakest link in the movie.
That's one of those Daniel Day-Lewis situations. You put him next to Michael B. Jordan. That dude's like a beast.
And Shuri is like, like it's just like, come on, bro. he was whatever.
That second movie was such a bad idea, just from start to finish. Like,
yeah,
they were just put into a bad situation with the bigwigs making the call that they couldn't recast T'Challa.
That was so dumb. They basically said, "Hey, we don't like money."
Oh, which is funny because that's what they're going to wind up doing anyway.
Yeah.
So what do you think about that? The rumor is that Aldous Hodge, former Hawkman from the DCEU's Black Adam, the rumor is that he's going to be an alternate version of T'Challa in one of these movies or whatever.
Great actor. At least he was fantastic in Black Adam. He brought it in that movie.
Yeah, and even though he's a great actor, I don't think Denzel's son, I heard he was up for it as well. I don't think he should play him. I don't think he'd be a good fit.
I think they just need we know Denzel's in it. They just need to cast him as T'Challa on a different universe. Fuck it. Let's just get Denzel playing Denzel as T'Challa.
Dr. Doom ain't got shit on me. Shoe program.
Have y'all seen Gladiator 2 yet?
Nah, I'm gonna watch it this weekend.
It sucks.
Did Angela Bassett not get an Oscar for playing Tina Turner?
No.
She should have definitely got
Denzel as the Black Panther.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't stripping shit from me.
Wait till you see him in Ancient Rome in Gladiator 2.
He's doing
like,
the same
people
shit.
were like, Denzel's just playing Denzel, but damn, Denzel is just playing Denzel.
He's like, Romulus ain't got shit on me. Fuck Pythagorean.
What is happening? Oh man.
Well, he's only got like 3 or 4 movies left before he retires.
No,
Yeah,
I don't care what he does. I'd just like him to give us one more Equalizer. Like all of those are fantastic.
Yeah.
And that's his only franchise ever. He's never done a sequel aside from now Gladiator 2, which he's the whatever, but he's never done like a sequel to any of his standalone movies.
Dude, what's the name of that? Frank in the Equalizers? God, dude, that dude, like, that is one hell of a performance. Like it's just cool as shit.
How would he do against Steps?
I think he could take on Steps.
Nah, dude, he can't take on
I
Steps.
think he could take Steps. That's an interesting question too. Like, because that really the ultimate question there is like, what happens if you put Frank up against John? You know?
No, I'm not talking about John. I'm talking about the Steps.
No, he's talking about Steps. He said John's greatest villain was the Steps, so we got to put it up.
Frank never had a problem with Steps. I watched
he would have. He's damn near 80 years old. He definitely would have a problem with Steps.
Dude, I watched him walk on a cobblestone street in Equalizer 3.
What about an escalator?
Yeah, he's gonna have to fight on like an elevator. He's gonna have to take an 80-story building. He's got to fight people on the elevator.
That's the true test.
Elevator he could do, but Steps though, that's an interesting question.
Mm-hmm.
I almost want it to be an escalator that shuts down halfway up.
Doom.
But then if it
stops, he's like, oh shit, now I gotta walk. I gotta walk up steps.
Yo, Keanu and Denzel are just 10 years apart.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Yo,
that's what happens when you're a vampire, though.
Aging really well.
Mark asked the question: who would win?
Keanu versus Frank?
John Wick versus
Frank. On a staircase?
No, not on a staircase.
Wick
1v1.
My litmus test now for any superhero or badass is how they would do with stairs.
Well, if that's the case, Ethan Hunt's the baddest motherfucker ever existed.
No, he's good on flat surfaces. I don't know if he's good at I don't know if he's going to be good on stairs.
He said he's good on flat surfaces.
That's all he does is run from point A to point B.
We watched that guy do a halo jump. We watched that guy hold his breath for 10 minutes straight. Like he's good on any surface. We watched him fight 2 different sandstorms over the franchise.
Can he climb?
Watch him ride on a horse.
Yo,
you know who would be a shoe-in for the steps though?
Who?
A young workout show host, like a young female, fit, not an award winner, but like a young Demi Moore type that was really athletic, that could run up and down steps, no problem.
Fuzzy eyebrows?
Yeah.
Bites her lip a lot.
That would be it. That would be it.
Goes like that from side to side?
Yeah.
I like how no one wants to answer the question, though, about John Wick and Frank. No one.
I think Frank is more of a preparation guy. I think Frank would take it.
Well, I don't know. We watched him in those movies go into countless rooms completely unarmed, surrounded by gangsters with no preparation. And that's kind of his shtick, though. That's like that character's shtick because they'd always zoom in on the eye. And in a split second, he assesses the entire room and how he's going to kill everybody. And he turns his watch on and does it in seconds.
He killed a man in a bar with a fucking pencil.
He used the ice pickers, the pencil, he used knives, the people's own guns. He just whatever's there. He took out an entire little hit team in a hardware store with no gun.
He killed a 7-foot giant with a book in the library.
He kills everybody.
That was John Wick. Now, what about Frank Equalizer versus Queen Latifah Equalizer?
Kyle watched that show. She said it was pretty good. She liked it. I hadn't seen any of it.
This lady from my job, they put her in a hotel, her and her family, because they rented out her house for like the weekend to film like scenes of the Equalizer and the Queen Latifah show. But they got to be on set and meet Queen Latifah and all that stuff.
UNITY.
Who you calling a bitch? Yo, he's good on flat surfaces. Is wild.
It's true.
Yeah, Robert McCall. There we go. Pop says Robert McCall.
Cheech Marin should have gotten an Oscar for From Dusk Till Dawn. You know what? Speaking of From Dusk Till Dawn, I was telling Mrs. Link the other day. Huh?
Apple pie.
Oh, yeah. White pussy, black pussy.
If you see it better somewhere, fuck
yeah. Hey, we got a new flavor, apple pie. Where was I going with this? Why was George Clooney, or maybe I'm just whatever. George Clooney was never cast as another like badass or like as a villain, and he was amazing as Seth Gecko in From Dusk Till Dawn.
Well, in the Wolves, in the Wolves, he kind of plays a bad guy. He plays not such a good guy in the Wolves.
What about the Ocean movies? I mean, he's a heister.
Oh, but he's still like, I'm charming George Clooney.
Yeah,
this is what I do.
Oh, brother, where art thou? He's literally a criminal.
He's a man of constant sorrow.
Such a good movie. I bet DJ lives around a bunch of white people. I do not, sir. I do not. Robert McCall. Smitty McCall and the Smitty McCall gang. I can't see shit. Oh man, what if I could give it away? I'm gonna give away a $25 gift certificate to Midtown.
Are you sure that's him? Yes, I'm sure that's him. Are you positive? I don't know. What's positive mean?
Positive me. Fantastic Mr. Fox was, that was amazing. Fantastic Mr. Fox. What else is new? What else is new, man? What's going on in the horizon, on the landscape of pop culture and comic books and TV stuff?
I started watching Daredevil. It's pretty good.
There you go. Thank you.
Did you get up to the theme yet?
I have not got. No, I'm not digging in. I haven't dug in that deep. It was good. But I'll continue to watch it.
Did you just watch the opening credits of episode 1?
No. I watched the first episode. It was good. It was good enough that I want to watch more. It was entertaining. It wasn't on Netflix, so I had to.
Oh, it's on Disney.
I'm a pirate, but
oh yeah, they took it off of that stuff.
Yeah, they moved it over to that other platform that I no longer contribute to. Fuck that shit. So I became a pirate. Peter, you're a pirate.
Remember the Margot Qualley of
yeah, you're a pirate.
Streaming services.
Watch that shit.
It's good, man. Continue. I need to rewatch it.
Yeah, I'll continue to watch it.
Season good.
Oh no, I was gonna ask, am I the last person on Earth to watch any of the Walking Dead spinoffs?
I watched them.
I watch a few episodes of each. Like I'm trying to maybe watch the one with Michonne and Rick, but
that's the one I just finished. Yeah, that one because they released it on Netflix.
And you enjoyed it?
I enjoyed it. Yeah, you didn't like it?
I heard the first half was great.
They're trying to button things up. I liked it. I mean, the way they ended Walking Dead was.
I'm Rick. I'm gonna do this for 6 episodes.
All right.
Horrible.
Add that to the reel, please.
Horrible. Rick is all he does is cry.
Carl.
Oh, that was the greatest thing when Carl died. That bastard. The one with Negan and Maggie was good. You saw that one?
Mm-hmm.
That was good.
Yeah, I'm caught up. I'm caught up now. Now that I saw the Rick and Michonne. Did you watch Daryl?
I watched them all. It's funny. I'm like, I'll be afraid to admit that I watched them because I think people.
That's why I asked. That's why I hesitantly asked. Am I the only one? Because I know people fell off. The most watched show of all time. People fell off. I get it, but I continued.
But that's why I got AMC Plus because it was like to watch.
Well, you mentioned AMC Plus earlier. That's why I was wondering. Like,
no, and I forgot. I was showing something to somebody was here, and I was like going through the shutter, like trying to find because you know what's cool, like having a party, and then you put on a horror movie, and you just mute it, and it's just like the most wackiest shit playing in the background. So then I was gonna put something on, and somebody was just like, "Ill, you watch Daryl Dixon?" And I was just like, "No, I share an account with my boy." Or whatever. I was like afraid.
Which is crazy.
You denied Daryl Dixon? Yeah,
yeah, bro. I'm gonna deny him
three times. You will deny me 3 times.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
yeah. So Daryl could have been way better, man, because they introduced the running zombie. Like they hocked them up on adrenaline, the zombies. Yeah. And they just got up and was like, "Oh!" and was going, and then it was just like for 2 episodes.
Yeah, then again, they put a guy who doesn't talk such good English in probably the most romantic language of all. He was in Paris, right?
TM says he hasn't watched. You should TM watch Fear the Walking Dead. That's actually really good too. I know that's a much longer running series, but that's right when the world ends. I mean, that's when everything starts to turn. That's an exciting part of that show.
And I am going to disagree with Remy Q Studios right now.
Oh, you're crazy.
I watched the first season of Fear of the Walking Dead, and I wanted to jump out the window. I wanted to get bitten by a zombie on the inner thigh.
No.
Horrible. All right, what you guys get? Let's wrap up. I'm like crashing over here. I'm gonna give away a $25 gift certificate to Midtown Comics in a second, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody's in on that. You know what? Make sure on the way out, or not on the way out, if you could do me a favor right now, hit that like button. That actually helps. I didn't think it helps, but that actually helps. Hit that thumbs up, like button, whatever you want to do. Let's all point at Remy Q and make fun of him for liking Fear of the Walking Dead. The worst show.
Or just The Walking Dead.
Well,
you know what? I don't care what anybody says. Everybody was watching that at some point. Except for newborns that came after the damn show was out. Everybody watched that at some point. I don't know when you fell off, but everybody at some point was watching The Walking Dead. It was
Walking Dead was a global phenomenon.
It was a phenomenon.
Walking Dead was Squid Game before Squid Game.
Yeah.
It was bigger than that, man.
Walking Dead, yeah, dude.
Depends on when you fell off.
Walking
That's
Dead was probably the biggest TV show phenomenon of my lifetime.
Yeah,
because it was accessible. You know, it wasn't behind a HBO or Showtime paywall or something like that. You know, Game of Thrones was huge,
bigger than
was huge, but Walking Dead, everyone had access to it.
Bigger than the Charlie Sheen winning interview. Winning when he had that interview.
Probably.
Tiger blood?
Yeah, the tiger blood. He's like, when's the last time you used? I used the toaster. Like, no, Walking Dead in your lifetime.
I can't think of a show that had a bigger impact and more people talking about it.
In before Nick says MASH.
The MASH finale. The MASH finale.
That's still the biggest watched TV show of all time, right? Biggest finale, I mean. MASH. Yo, MASH is the one. That shit was that's when you knew it was time for bed, dog. When
Bro, you could tell me you didn't watch it on Channel 5 back in the day?
Bro, I will watch All in the Family at 11 o'clock, Archie Bunker, and then once that MASH theme hit, I will go right to bed.
Y'all see the test screening for Mission Impossible Final Reckoning? They're like someone about had a heart attack. They had to get paramedics in there. Wait, what?
Somebody had a heart attack. Somebody got a 4-hour boner. They had to call the hotline. It was.
This is the one where he holds on. He holds onto a plane, right? One that takes off.
Dude, I think I've been saying it since the first trailer, but I think this motherfucker's gonna jump from one plane to another in the air.
1,000%.
I'm telling y'all, I think that's actually gonna happen.
Some would say it's CGI.
Go back, yeah, they would. That's the crazy part, that it's not.
It's crazy.
Go back and watch the trailer again. There's two old school, open canopy biplanes that are taking off. There's a red one and a yellow one. The motherfucker is running down the runway and diving onto one of them as it's taking off. And then later in the trailer, he's hanging on to the other one.
Two flat surfaces.
He has to get from one to the other somehow.
There you go. 2 flat surfaces. But if those were steps, it's a wrap for him.
It doesn't matter that they're in the air. They're still flat surfaces.
Is Tom Cruise the greatest action movie star of all time?
Dude, that Arnold Schwarzenegger is, but Tom Cruise is really doing some unique stuff.
No, but that's what I'm saying. He's actually doing it.
Yeah, that's crazy. Nobody, he's a nutcase. There's no denying that. But the stuff he does, you can't deny either. The guy puts it all out there. Puts his life on the line.
The guy's authorized to do stuff only soldiers can do, really.
Yeah, basically.
He trained how to fly a jet so he could actually do some flying for Maverick, and he trained how to that Halo jump from Fallout. He really did that.
Mm-hmm.
He jumped with a cameraman, and Henry Cavill wanted to, and Tom's like, "We're sorry, but I've been training to do this, and I've got a lot of hours in, and if you get it wrong, we don't get a redo." Because he had it all in his head, how far he wants to be from the cameraman and the shot that he's wanting the cameraman to get and all this stuff. But props to Henry Cavill for wanting to do it, and arguing to try to get to do it. But it's crazy the stuff that he does for these movies.
I think the only reason they're not making another one is because he wants to try something in space and it's too expensive.
Yeah, I think so. I think he wanted to film on the sun.
Probably. Probably.
Yeah, speaking of the sun, and then we could go back to Tom Cruise. I saw a video where it was just I don't know if it was NASA or something. So they sent
the probe
or so,
right into the sun. Yeah,
see what'll happen.
Yeah, thank God nothing happened,
bro. It's just hey, let's see what'll happen. A probe into the sun that could have destroyed the universe. Yo, that was so stupid. Shout out to Tom Cruise. We got 33 people watching. We got 21 entries. Link Squad. This is for a $25 gift certificate to Midtown Comics. You have to have an email address. You have to have a working email address. The way this works, which I found out last week, congratulations to the winners from last week, Austin LeMay, Remy Chu, who prize tagged Esteban, as well as my guy Joe Michaels. So Midtown Comics, they administer the gift cards manually. So it's not I go in Best Buy and then it just shoots somebody an email. Somebody has to approve them. So I go in, I'll buy them, and they'll probably get I'll do it tomorrow, and you'll probably get the email on Monday.
Really? So they don't digital code and just physical?
It's not like automatic. It's so stupid. So yeah. So everybody, make sure you hit that like button, please. If you
I
don't
don't know
know,
if Cruz is still looking to do a follow up to Days of Thunder. I know that was in kind of talks for a while. Cold Trickle.
really?
Yeah, they were talking about that around the time Maverick coming out, that he was wanting to do that.
I don't think I've ever seen. That's the car racing movie, right?
Yeah, the NASCAR film. Dude, it's awesome.
Silo. You finished Silo? Silo, huh?
Oh, the TV show Silo?
Yeah.
I haven't watched the finale yet.
It's good stuff. Good stuff. It sucks that nobody watches anything on Apple.
Ugh. Golly. Oh.
Right, Margaret Qualley.
Apple TV.
Andy McDowell's daughter.
I'm still running through the rewatch of Dexter, and the newest episode of the Original Sin dropped today. It was really good.
Gotcha. I'm gonna wait to I want to see the other Dexter thing, and then the one from the Dexter whatever in Snow.
Yeah, New Blood.
New Blood, and then I'm gonna see this one, and then Resurrection's supposed to start
This summer. Yeah.
They're
filming it now. They announced Uma Thurman is in that one.
Really?
Yeah.
She's
They
gonna
always
cry
have,
in a
I
bathtub.
don't want to say always, but Paramount has been on this thing. Like you saw it with like how you did a Paramount binge recently. How other shows has like a big actor or actress as a hook.
Yeah.
Like they did it for New Blood, and I know that wasn't a Paramount original. It's still Showtime, but that's where it plays, is on Paramount. But New Blood had a guest actor that everyone will know, kind of thing.
Oh, you can say it.
Clancy Brown.
Clancy Brown. That's my guy.
Yeah, he was the big
He has
guest
the
actor.
voice of a man. That dude. That's fucking the security guard from Shawshank.
Yeah, he caught the brain bug. Without him, like the War of Clondathi would have been all for nothing.
He was the only one left. It was him and the Highlander.
Yeah. He's Mr. Krabby and SpongeBob.
Yeah. You ever saw the SpongeBob skit where it's the voice actors playing the characters? So it's not like SpongeBob and whatever. So it's Clancy Brown walking in and he's like, "Hey, SpongeBob, where's the blah blah?" And it's like like Patrick Starnes. Yo, that shit is mad funny. See, there we go, man. This guy speaks knowledge. Maniac Cop should have gotten an Oscar. All right,
the Original Sin has a lot of actors you'll recognize. Sarah Michelle Gellar's in it. Patrick Dempsey's in it. Christian Slater's in it.
Oh, the guy from Heathers.
Sarah Michelle looks good.
Yeah, there's a lot of people in Original Sin.
Out of all the movies, right?
Out of all the movies, you picked Heathers.
Lord Jesus is a fire.
Speaking of which, speaking of fires, anybody catch Chappelle on SNL last week?
Speaking of fires,
I thought you were going to talk about California.
No, because he did a skit. He did a skit where he was living in California, in LA, and supposedly a fire broke out, and he's doing all this crazy spy shit.
Oh yeah, I saw that where he had like money in the
Silky Johnson back.
Yep.
And was that the episode that Shabuzi did the music on?
Ashy Larry?
Nah, Glorilla. Dave Chappelle is one of the worst guests on Saturday Night Live. It's terrible. And for him to come, obviously he's a stand-up comedian and he has that fantastic sketch comedy show. For him to be on a sketch comedy show and do so terribly every time, to me, it blows my mind. Horrible.
It's not his material.
Dave Chappelle, you know what? Saturday Night Live.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm assuming because again, it's not his material. He's doing someone else's material on SNL, except for the monologue, probably.
Mm-hmm. The best Saturday Night Live guest ever, Adam Driver. Milton Berle.
I don't know. Nate Bargatze has one of the funniest skits in modern era.
Nick, can you let everyone know who Milton Berle is?
Uncle Milty was a variety show host and comedian of his day. I think it was in the 50s.
He was in like a mafia movie, right? Like when he got older or something. He was like something. All right, let's get out of here.
He
Remy,
was famously the only guy who had a bigger spider than Remy's.
That thing was huge. Did you see it?
Uncle Milty was legendary for the size of his spider.
Jesus Christ. Rem, what you got going on this weekend in life and stuff? You got to work?
I know. I'm enjoying this weekend. It's going to be fantastic. It'll be glorious.
Wow.
It's going to be glorious.
When's the Super Bowl?
Sunday.
Why would
Just
you
the
ask
first one.
me that?
The
I hope
second-
that was just a general question for the group.
The
No, yeah.
championships, conference championships are this weekend, and then Super Bowl is 2 weeks from now. Same weekend as MegaCon, first weekend of February.
Yeah, there you go. That's the sport guy down there.
Oh, no. Royal Rumble is next Saturday. None of you guys watch the Royal Rumble?
Mm-mm.
Wrestling?
Nope.
I love that it's on a Saturday instead of back in the day like it was on Sunday. Now I could get drank.
Sundays at 6 o'clock, right?
Yeah, Sundays at 6 o'clock. The pre-show would start. Nick, what you got going on, dog?
Nothing. That shit I got going on.
Esteban says, what's up, Eric? Esteban says, I saw some of the Dave Chappelle and SNL clips on YouTube and I enjoyed it. Trash, Esteban. And you know what? Because you have a differing opinion from me, Esteban.
Yeah, I haven't watched the actual show probably in about 30 years. All I do is watch the clips.
No, sometimes it's funny. But the new crop of people are terrible. Like the funniest thing is literally Weekend Update.
Yeah, when they
Oh,
did,
God.
Yeah, that's the funniest thing. I heard wrestling was based off being gay. That's an interesting take.
No, I mean it's just two half-naked guys throwing each other around and grappling. Nothing gay about that.
You know, and this is a true fact. You could look it up. The first Olympic Games in Greece,
Naked.
all the games were naked.
And what
Yeah.
are the Greeks known for?
That makes sense.
Their philosophy.
Gyros.
That makes sense.
It's Euro.
Oh shit! I honestly don't give a shit that I have a different opinion than you.
Jesus.
You know what, Esteban, for speaking out.
I can see Esteban in the house going, "Yeah, well, DJ, I'm gonna boo you too." Boo.
No. Oh my god, he's booing me. You know what? Because I love you, Esteban.
Take that.
Congratulations. You played yourself.
All right, let's give this thing away, ladies and gentlemen. This is for. Oh no, Mark, what do you got going on? My bad.
Hopefully getting this DC video posted this coming week. They emailed me back yesterday finally. So just waiting on them to give me the go ahead.
Wonder Woman is fire.
Fire. Yo, dude, I found this anti Tom King Wonder Woman campaign on social media, dude. It's hilarious. There's no middle of the road. You either recognize how fantastic that run is or you hate it.
It's dope. I was literally I'm like 5 pages in, and then
It's so fucking good.
It's good. Absolute Wonder Woman was amazing too.
Holy shit, yeah.
Absolute Wonder Woman was crazy. Number 4.
Wait,
Big
which
ass
is the
sword.
one where she fights the creature with the noise? Was that 3 or 4?
Yeah, it's 1 through 4.
Yeah. So they introduced the noise in 3 that he's like gonna thing, and then she
That's
like
the
put on a spell. Oh my bad.
That was the one I just read.
Yeah, it ends with her putting the spell over the whole city to deafen them.
Make
and then
everybody deaf.
that's where it picks up number 4.
Yeah. And then
That was the solution? Make them deaf?
yeah.
Just temporarily.
Not permanently. The absolute Wonder Woman is different, obviously, than the regular one. That's the whole point of the absolute universe. But one thing that's different about her is like she was raised in hell by Circe the witch versus on Themyscira. So she has some witchcraft up her sleeve, and she casts a spell to deafen the city so they don't die.
Hey, did I read that they're crossing the two universes over soon?
No,
No, you did not read that.
they said in the beginning that it's going to be a long time before they.
What's happening in April? Or
I don't know about April.
What's up, Jose?
We have some. We have in March. Flash, Martian Manhunter, and Green Lantern are starting in the absolute universe.
Pass.
Snyder doesn't want any of these to cross over for at least a year. But that being said, who knows? And
It's so hot right now. They're probably going to be like, "Yo, we have to."
Yeah, if sales start dipping on something, they'll start getting nervous and start making some bad decisions.
You know what?
That's like when they added marshmallows to Fruity Pebbles.
What? There's marshmallows and Fruity Pebbles?
when sales dipped, they started getting crazy.
Yeah, those. Oof.
I got some right now.
Marshmallows and Fruity Pebbles.
For years already.
That's disgusting, bro.
Oh.
Yo, I'm offended.
Get out of here, Count Chocula.
Oh, Count Chocula was the shit.
Probably pieces of bread and milk.
Yo, bread is good, man.
Unbuttered.
Now I could do an unbuttered raw bagel.
So T-Dubs is saying that April is the
dry bagel.
We're in the all-in era. Like
It's not dry, it's unbuttered. Superman
universe is kind of bookmarked by being called the all-in era. Mark Waid, we're not doing like a summer event like Absolute Power, but kind of how they do just smaller crossovers. World's Finest is supposed to be having a crossover like Justice League Unlimited, where if you're already pulling the titles kind of thing, you don't have to buy anything extra. They're not looking to do, I don't think, another big summer event. So they're kind of like what they did with Lazarus Planet, where it started in World's Finest. There was a story arc that kind of teed up what was happening with that.
Yeah, here it is.
More contained, but Mark Waid is spearheading it, so it should be fantastic.
A new 6-part crossover story called We Are Yesterday will pick up and run with the event of last October's All-In special. First 3 parts of the story published in April, and the final 3-part release date unknown for now.
I think we know the next month it comes after April, though.
Oh, wow. Yeah, man says the new Green Lantern core book that comes out next month. My former roommate is writing it.
No, for real? That's awesome.
Yo, you know what
got my pull list?
You know what got me today that I felt like such an idiot. So I'm on Midtown Comics looking at next week's books coming out so that I could whatever. And I get up to DC and stuff, and then it was like Absolute Mr. Miracle. So I was like, Absolute Mr. Miracle, like
the big volume.
Yeah, so I thought it was just the new title, Absolute Mr. Miracle, like Absolute Batman. So I was just like, yo, and then why is this shit $108? That makes no sense. Yo, and it was a freaking the big ass volume.
Wait a minute.
Volume.
I got questions for you, man. Who's your old roommate, Jeremy Adams or Morgan Hampton?
As we wait patiently.
Yeah.
And his roommate code.
Because Jeremy Adams is like the teetotal shit when it comes to writing comic books.
Morgan Hampton.
Yeah. I guess that's why Jeremy's on the book with Morgan. Assuming Morgan Hampton's a new writer coming into DC. Not new at writing, but for DC. I'm not familiar with the name. And just like when Jeremy Adams came into DC, they had Jeremy writing with Jeff Johns on the title. Jeremy, Tim Sheridan, and Jeff Johns did Flashpoint Beyond together before Jeremy and Tim stepped out on their own books.
Yo, that's what I'm saying to him, Nerdy. I was just like, Absolute Mr. Miracle. What the hell?
Y'all should be reading New Gods if you want some Mr. Miracle. That shit's fire, dude.
Pass.
Yo, the premise for that one was great. When Orion stopped by to talk to Scott Free.
Holy shit, right?
Oh my God.
That's what I was trying to tell him. And like the contrast to Scott sitting there worn out from being up with the kid in his like pajama pants and his stretched out shirt, and then a literal god sits down next to you dressed to the nines ready to just murder you. He's like, hey, because we know each other, this is what's going on, and because we know each other, I'm giving you a head start.
Right. He's like, I'm gonna follow this order, and I know you can escape. So this is why I'm talking to you.
Yeah, please escape because I'm going to kill you. He doesn't want to do it, but he has to. He's like, do what you do, escape.
My friend was like, yeah, I'm glad.
Well,
That was a spider talking. I still don't understand how you could live in the most technologically advanced city on Earth and drown in a skyscraper. I don't understand that.
It's the worst.
I don't. What is the deal with this water? Like, what do I got going on? Nothing. All right, let's give this away. This is again for Midtown, $25 Midtown Comics gift certificate, and we're gonna draw. Good luck, everybody. You have to have an email address. Send it to me on IG.
you have to be a human being alive in 2025.
Yeah, and if I blocked you, I'm sorry.
If somebody responds to you and says, "I don't have an email address,"
No, he's not.
Oh, then
we
we
need to
draw.
watch YouTube.
And then if I don't get to you, Esteban,
Yay!
I got Esteban's email address.
Whoa.
Yeah. Take that. Hey, DJ, take that.
Take that.
Congratulations, Esteban. I read the New Gods #2 and I thought the premise was pretty interesting. Yo, we got to get back on that. When Cliff was doing that, the Jeopardy stuff, that was mad fun.
Yeah, trivia. That was fun. I'm still waiting on my win from that first. No, different thing I won from Cliff.
I'm still waiting on a couple of wins from a couple of people that never sent out the winnings. At least I. Oh
No,
shit!
Cliff did the stream for Comics Will Break Your Heart.
Yes,
and I donated for that stream and won something. But he said he was putting together something special, and I told him not to rush it, and it better be special. So he's taking his time and curating a proper gift.
Nice.
I'm still waiting to face Mark in the rigged finals.
What?
Oh, rigged
finals.
Rigged. Oh, rigged. You don't want to see me on rigged.
I remember I went up against Remy Q on rigged, and I mopped the floor with him.
I went 5 over 5.
I don't think it was a mopping, and I believe there were a few answers I threw there, sir.
I don't know. You look like your brain was racked, and I was just unless you did that on purpose to make me.
I do too, Taylor.
Still one of my most comfortable T-shirts.
Bring it back, T. Bring it back, T. Rotating hosts.
When they asked how many characters in DC have the word captain in their name, and as soon as I answered, Taylor said, "Fucking name them."
And then he named them.
Marshmallow, 40 Pebbles.
Man.
Yeah, that's good stuff right there. They got 40 Pebbles with marshmallows too.
No. Then they wonder why half the country's dying.
I hope Jason's doing good.
That was Jason's baby, not mine to bring back. Oh, yeah, you're right, T. You're right. Make a show called Figged. I don't know.
Yeah.
Same premise.
It's called Psych.
Rigged show. Still rigged.
Diabetes in a box, yeah.
Rigged too.
Rigged to Electric Boogaloo. Oh, man. How do we end this? Like, what do we do? But that shows why Nerdy Girl hates me. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of reasons.
What did you do?
Was she on it? Shout out to Dan.
Dude, I remember she was on. I can't remember the girl that she was playing against, but the girl that she was playing against was taking it super serious. It seemed like.
Oh, was it?
And Danielle was just there casually, and Danielle casually won, and the other girl, she looked mad about it, bro.
It was Mars, right?
I don't know.
Mars Comics.
It felt like she felt. It looked like she felt like this matters.
Yes.
And Danielle was just casually just being Danielle. Just
no, T says it up against Mars. I think. Yeah, Mars was just like mad that she took a L.
Yeah, big time.
That's how Remy Q was mad after he took the L because I gave him an ass whipping.
Take that.
Hey, I remember inviting Nerdy Girl on a show once before anybody. and it was going to be an epic showdown between
that was right
a
around the
hostile
time
crowd.
The mystery
and Nerdy Girl. Yeah, that was like right after a lot of controversy, and we had to warn her beforehand, like, "Hey, this might get spicy."
Wow.
And now she's turning down $1 million deals from offers for her Superman book.
Shout out to Nerdy Girl. She's mad funny. Like whenever I see her, she'll be like, "Lex!" Like, what's up? She's funny. But she didn't have you you didn't make her fill out, or she didn't have you fill out like a form to see if you were a good fit. Okay.
No. I know who you're talking about, though.
Yo, John, what up, John?
That sounds like some
John,
Reggies.
who won today? Who won? You or Garrett?
What the hell does that mean?
You played golf with Garrett Cole today.
Oh, are you guys golfers? You guys ever play golf?
You know who Garrett
I play
Cole is?
putt-putt.
Gary Coleman does.
Do you know who Garrett Cole is?
Garrett Cole? Clearly, I don't.
He's pitcher number 1 for the New York Yankees.
Man, who's catcher number 1? But yo, we out here, ladies and gentlemen. We love you.
That's how you end the show.
What? Right after I get out my dusty clubs?
Yo, how do you just got clubs? You
They're
golf?
left-handed clubs. Nobody wants them.
That's what he killed spiders with.
I don't golf, though.
That's a 5-iron. That's a 9-iron.
Yeah, I got them all here.
I don't know. I'm
Sandwich.
just naming shit.
And look, the putter I stole when I was 17 from the little putt golf place.
How did you smuggle it? Oh, you put it in your Jinko jeans and walked out?
100%. I stiff-legged that shit out of there. I stiff-legged it out of there. Nobody knew, and I was like, check it out. And I pulled it out, and I was like, oh! And I hung it up on the wall like a sword for years. And then once I got the golf clubs, I was like, yeah, this is going in the collection.
Yo, Remy is the carrot top of the comic book community.
100% I am. I take it.
Good night, guys, and thank you once again for the win. I love you guys. Like now he wins. Now he wants to say good night. He's out. No, we're just joking. All right, let's get out of here, ladies and gentlemen. We love you. We'll catch you next week. Peace out.
Episode 164 next week.
174. I gotta remember to put the actual
124. Episode 164.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Sing that Bad Bunny shit.
No, I'm not gonna sing Bad Bunny. Yo, but if you have not listened to that album yet, listen to it.
Come reggaeton dumbo, eh? Come reggaeton dumbo.
The infamous Illuminati.